Welcome back to Les Schwab Tire Center's Outdoor GPS. Now, it's real time. Sponsored by Cokewell Casino Resort.
Welcome back, everyone. Now we're going to join Pat Jones. He's the owner of Portland Marine. He's actually out in the Buoy 10 area, and it looks like he's actually in the river. Pat, how's it going this morning?
It's going. It's actually really nice. I mean, it's a little overcast, but no rain, and the weather's in good shape. Fishing is slow. We've seen a few fish around us, but it's kind of a very soft tide, so I think the fish are all spread out. So we're right between the A jetty and Buoy 10.
Okay, so you're down in the lower section. Big crowd, lots of boats out down there.
Now everybody's spread out because the tide. It's at the top of the tide. It's top of the tide, and it's a very soft. Going to be a soft tide change, or a short one so it'll be a lake out here for the next couple hours probably.
Gotcha. Now, how are you guys actually fishing? Are you doing the 360 thing? You pulling bait around?
Yeah.
What are you doing?
Yeah, we're 360s with and I'll let Pete tell you that actually.
Yeah, we got a mix. We got some chunk bait spinner rigs. We got some the Brad's spin fish, and we got out that's the mix. 3 stuffer baits and 1 spinner.
All right, and the last couple of days, how's the fishing been for you?
It's been good. We've been out in the ocean, and it's been pretty good, but I called my buddies out there today, and they're working a little harder today in the ocean, I heard.
Well, gosh, let's hope we're not jinxing this with all that good fishing out in the saltwater, before the season started. Hopefully we didn't jinx it by saying that it was going to be a good year, right?
You never know. That could be happening, but I think it's always day to day, right, Owen?
Well, hey, and also a significant weather change can sometimes have an impact on that as well, as I'm sure that you're well aware of. So now, Pat, you're actually out with Deschutes Rivers Guide Service. I see that you're in, of course, a Willie boat. What is your plan today? Are you guys going to be spending your time down there the whole time, or are you going to be migrating around?
I think we're going to, after this, chatting with you, I think we're going to move up around the bridge and try to catch that high slack. And there was a bite there yesterday and the day before, so I think that's our plan, Washington side on the high slack.
I love that area. One, it keeps me away from the saltwater as far as I can go, and it can be productive, of course. We did hear of a really good bite up there on anchovies yesterday, so I don't know if that helps out or not. But any bites for you guys this morning, Pat, or has it been quiet?
We might have had a bump down by the checkerboard when we first started, but and we were marking fish. We've been marking fish, kind of not in great numbers. We saw the birds out here diving on bait about half an hour to 45 minutes ago, and so that's why we started over here. But there is a lot of rogue crab pots out here. I'll tell you that. You got to be careful.
Yeah, be careful.
We're going by a couple right now.
Yeah, I believe it. Now, we've got Pat's wife, who is actually running the camera for us right now, so we appreciate that. But can we get a little bit of a pan around and just kind of see what you guys are seeing out there, where the boats might be, and of course, the overall conditions. I mean, it's a nice morning out there. Looks like it's a little lumpy, but it doesn't seem like it's that bad at all.
No, as far as there's not much swell really, and it's just a little wind chop, but nothing, major. In fact, it just picked up a little, was almost glass for a while. So, but we're right off the A jetty in Ilwaco, which is where I keep my boat that we stayed on last night. We would be probably out in the ocean on it if we weren't doing this too. So.
Gotcha. What's your plan, Pat? How long are you down there for this first week of the season?
We're just down here for today. Of course, I have to go back to the shop tomorrow. I have some boat deliveries, and so yeah.
Yeah, you can't play every day. How are things over at Portland Marine for folks that might be wanting to get their boat in for a little bit of service or whatever they might need, or even a new boat? Are you guys been slammed, or what's it looking like?
No, we're pretty we have a pretty busy schedule this week, but we're not out that far as we were earlier. The main rush of everybody getting their boat ready for Buoy 10 kind of was last week and the week before, and so we can fit some things in. Electronics is still going gangbusters for us, and the service department is staying busy with the routine engine services and so forth, and so we're staying busy.
Okay, well, good. It sounds like if you have some service that you need to get done, might not be too long of a wait to get the boat in there and get it handled. Well, Pat, I got to ask, man, when are you going to head back down and go fishing out of your own boat, or are you?
We'll be here next week or next weekend. Is that we're going to do the lipstick tournament.
Oh.
On a big Weldcraft boat that we sold a few years ago.
Yeah.
And some friends of ours that keep it down here in Chinook. And so we'll be here for that for sure. But and then probably out in the ocean next weekend, unless the river really turns on real good. Yep.
Well, it sounds like you got a plan already, and that's kind of the plan that you have to make, everyone, if you're going to be heading down there. Having a little flexibility can certainly help out. Pat, as always, man, we appreciate you spending a minute with us. We were hoping that we might see a rod fold over, but it doesn't happen every time. Maybe next time when you're out with the guys from the Deschutes River Guide Service, maybe we get you on the Deschutes and maybe chasing some steelhead around.
Yeah, that's the plan. I mean, we almost did that this time, but it worked out better down here. Pete lives down here and has a slip over at West Mooring, so.
Yeah, well, tell Pete I'd love to stay in touch with him. There's a whole pile of steelhead heading east. I'll be there in the middle of the month. I'll be in there in the middle of the month chasing them, so leave me a few.
Let's do that. That'd be fun, Owen.
Oh, dude, I would absolutely. If I still had the cojones to run the river myself, I would, but I don't, so I'd rather go with you.
Well, this boat here is real similar to yours, Owen. It's a few.
Hey.
Tunnel and everything.
It's great to talk with you guys. Be safe, okay? We'll check in with you again in the latter part of the season. You guys be safe out there, okay?
All right, we'll talk.
All right, we're going to cut to a break. When we come back, we've got your pike minnow reward numbers for you for all of you that are targeting pike minnow, and I'll line you up on what we got going on for this upcoming weekend. And based on what Ryan's got for me here, we're buried. We'll be back with that in just a minute.